Have you ever wondered what your pet needs from you as they near the end of their life? How do we comfort them? How do we support them and love them even while we may be falling apart? Hi, I'm Tami Hendrix. I'm an animal communicator, compassionate medium, and healer. Welcome to my channel. I'm glad you're here. Today we're going to talk about our pet's end-of-life transition and how to prepare for it, how to navigate, and how to say goodbye. Animals give us love that we don't find with humans. It's that unconditional love piece that feels so good because they see us for who we are no matter what. We drop our defenses, we open our hearts, we allow ourselves to be vulnerable with our pets in a way we never would with others. The pets always say that humans cloak their feelings. They put up guards. Well, with our animals, we don't do that. And especially as we face the end of their life and how we live life without them, our new journey as well, we have a lot to learn in this whole navigation piece. Animals teach us about life, and they also teach us about death. They come and go, their lives are shorter, and they pop in, they pop out, they come at specific times, they leave when we're in transition points. But that in-between space where we're facing the imminent loss, let's say, of them, what do you do? How can you help them? What are the right things to do? We're going to do all we can. We'll get the vet's assistance. We'll get medications. Whatever it is we can to support them, we do. But there's an area that they also need support, and it's that active transition phase. It's the time before, maybe months before, when you just sense some changes. You're just not quite sure. Maybe they're slowing down. Maybe they're giving you a look that you haven't seen before. There are always signs that they give us, and they can sometimes be pretty subtle. So if we're super busy, we don't often notice them. And then if we don't, and they pass, then we beat ourselves up later for not. I know in my case, I've always asked my animals to please give me the look if you need my help. It's your body. I'm here to support you, and I will do so every step of the way. Yes, I will absolutely miss you and I will grieve you, but my role is to support you. And so I ask them to show me, because I don't know what they need oftentimes. Show me what you need. And with the many, many animals that I've had who have passed in a variety of different ways, it's taught me that each animal is different sometimes in what they really want. And yet at the same time, there's a general kind of protocol that you can take to help ease their time here, to help ease your time with them. It can be profoundly sacred. It's as sacred as a birth, this transition phase as they move toward going from form into spirit. And a lot of times, well, most of the times, every time, we have to deal with our own emotions because we love them. There's several things that I can share with you that have helped me and that the animals have taught me. First and foremost, as I said, I wanted to support them. So again, I've always asked them, show me. So I'm going to tell you about Pookie. Pookie was a little Westie, and she was always almost like a little kid all her life, and she would delight in looking up the skies and seeing the birds. She would just get so excited, even until she got very old. So as she aged and she was nearing the end of her life, I remember sitting with her and putting my hand on her, and she was sleeping. I didn't even think she was conscious of me being in the room. And so I said to her out loud, Pookie, do you need me to get a vet's help? I don't know how to help you. Do you need vet assistance? Well, she slept on. I really didn't think she heard me. And then the next morning, I had a dream. And in the dream, Pookie showed me she had two buildings, and they were joined by this expanse of grass. And she motioned for me to look, and so I watched. And she ran back and forth from one building to another, one building to another. And then she stopped in the middle and looked at me and telepathically shared, no, I've got this. And then I woke up. Well, I kind of took that to mean that she wanted to handle things herself, that I didn't need to get vet intervention. And 2 days, no, it was 3 days later, she passed peacefully in her sleep. Now, everybody doesn't get a heads up like that. I get it. And not everybody gets a dream that gives you the specifics. But in her case, that's how she communicated it. And the beforehand piece with her, I would sit with her quietly. I would hum. I would sing songs. These are all kinds of things you can do with your pet as they slow down or as they age. Well, my goodness, you can do that right now with them. You don't have to wait till they're near the end of their lives. But there are some practical things you can do to make your pet feel more comfortable, to feel supported, to join them in the journey of where they are, whether we want them to be there or not. So I always like to use colored blankets. And the reason for that is colors emit energy, just like our voices do. They carry energy. So, for instance, a blue blanket you might lay on top of your pet that is cold. We know how to put a blanket on, right? So if we use a blue blanket, that's a calming kind of vibe. Blue, it's calm, like the blue waters, like the ocean, like the sky. It just eases our bodies and relaxes them. Yellow, if you feel intuitively guided to put a yellow blanket, that's going to warm them and to support them, kind of like a warm bath. Orange would be energizing. So maybe you feel like your pet needs more energizing energy coming in. You can use your intuition with this, and you can practice this now with your pet. Again, not wait till the end of their life when they're leaving, but right now, start using your intuition to feel out what color is right at the time. So I also, as I told you with Pookie, I hum. I sing songs to them. I make up songs. In fact, all of my babies are used to me singing a certain song when they're all together. And when we'd be in the barn, we'd be hanging out. They'd have their toy boxes and they'd be chewing on something, in other words, not paying attention to me. I might be sweeping. And so I came up with this song that I would just start singing, and it went something like, I love my Katie, oh yes I do. I love my Murphy and Bean too. And then I'd keep going on. And what the funny thing is they could be dead asleep. They could be not paying attention to me at all. And the minute I said their name, they'd perk up and look around. Do that with your pet who's in the transition phase. Make up songs. Sing songs that you have made up. I'm wondering if you do that. If you do, put them in the comments. Have you made up songs for your pet? And do you sing them regularly? This would be a great time to do that. It opens our hearts. It connects us back to what really matters most, which is our love for them. Let's see what else you can do. You can sit and tell them stories. Animals love to hear stories, just like children do. So you could get children's books. I've often read Animal Adventure, something simple. And as they're sleeping or resting, I'm just reading away like it's story time at the library. They really, really do enjoy it. And then at another time, I'll tell them the story of how I found them or how they came and what that meant to me. So animals a lot of times like to hear, tell me the story again of how you found me. Tell me why that was important. Talk to them. Talk to them out loud. Tell them what you remember. Tell them what was important. Share. It's a great time to share your heart, your truth with them. And you're always going to remember these special sacred moments you have. And again, you don't have to wait till you're preparing for them to leave. You can start that practice now with them of dropping in. Let's say you're riding in the car with them and you remember a story. Tell them what that was. It's important because they hear you. They understand you. I also will hold them and rock. I think that helps me as much as it does them, just kind of a gentle rocking back and forth, holding them and feeling the warmth and feeling their heartbeat. There's something so soothing about that. I also use flower essences. And if you don't know what those are, look up a company called Green Hope Farm Essences. Wonderful company. I've used them for years. And they're little drops of flower essences. You can read about them that you can put in water that they drink. You can put on the top of their heads or on the pads of their feet or in their ear. You can rub a little. It helps calm their electrical systems. It helps soothe them. It's a very holistic, natural way to help ease into a process. And by the way, those work for humans too. They have ones for grieving, for any kind of life transition. They have a wonderful wellness collection that, if you're so inclined, it can help the end of life journey. They have one specifically for that. And sometimes too, I've taken flower essences along with my animal. If they happen to be grieving, and I was too, I would take that with them, put it in some water, and the essences have helped calm me. They've helped my heart. And the same thing goes for your pets. Tell them the many gifts they shared. Like, what was the main gift they shared with you? What have you learned from your pet? Tell them. Don't wait till they've already passed. You know, if you don't get the chance, that still can be done. But if you do have the chance, tell them now. For instance, Katie, thank you for showing me what it was to be independent and to own your truth no matter what. She was the committee and she had opinions. And I loved that about her because she was very clear. And I often thought sometimes I needed to be clear myself. So our animals are always mirroring us in their lives to kind of what we need to see in ourselves. Now's a great time to share that with them. And then tell them how you're going to take those gifts that they've shared out into the world. Gifts are meant to be shared. Stories are meant to be told. How are you going to do that after their passing? How will you continue to have their legacy known so that it is living? Because it is. You hold their history. You hold it in your heart. I also will sit and I'll close my eyes, go into my heart space, feel that warmth, feel them there, feel a really warm green light, and I'll start letting it pulse bigger and bigger, and it will expand, and I'll start seeing that as kind of a cord going through to them, and I'll see it land in their heart space, and I'll see their green expanded love growing bigger and bigger, and then I see them sending it back to me. This is a wonderful thing you can do with the quiet space when you're with them. It is, you will, if you practice it, you will start to feel the energy of that. It's an actual energy. You'll feel the flow going back and forth, going back and forth. That's also going to help you with any kind of animal communication. Also, after they've passed, that cord is still there. You can reach them. Write them a letter. Read it out loud. Share how important. Share anything you share what you haven't shared with them yet. Don't wait till they've passed. Now's the time. And animals also say, give all your love away. Don't be a love miser. Share, gift. That's what it's there for. And that's what they've shown you. So that's another way you can pay it forward in a way. Take it out into the world. So during these times where it might look like they're suffering or in pain, again, do what you can, but also be a compassionate witness to what they're going through. In other words, I'm here for you on your journey. I'll embrace where you are, and I'll walk this path with you. A tip I can give you, a little practical tool that will help you now. It'll help you as you're helping your pet in this transition. It's also going to help you after. It's something that I work with the animals on, and they've taught this to me. So it's the word heart. So I'm going to use it as an acronym. So each letter is going to stand for something. So H stands for the word hear. When you're with your pet, what do you hear? You listen. It's a whole body listening. So you're listening with all your senses. It's an intuitive listening. That level of hearing and listening actually drops you into a deeper space where you can hear what they're feeling, sense what they're thinking or sending you. It drops you into a different kind of space. Again, while you're sitting with them and you're just being quiet, these are the kind of things you can go into. What is it you hear? What is it you hear with your ears, but also with your heart? The E is for embrace. Embrace is such a lovely word because we can physically embrace, we can embrace an idea, we can embrace what's happening right in front of us. So what are you embracing with your pet? Where have you shown that kind of energy of embracing the moment? What would that look like? A is for accept. This is sometimes a difficult one, only because we're so used to being the fixers. We're so used to trying to get something to change. And there's nothing wrong with practical things. Don't get me wrong. We're all going to do whatever we need to do, take the steps to help our pets. If they need meds, that's what they need. We're here to support. But the accept part is also understanding that we are where we are and don't push anything away, as Frank Odeseski in his book, The 5 Invitations, says. Push away nothing. Accept everything, even if it feels like it's the unacceptable. Because when you do that, you actually become present with your pet. You're there no matter what. You see all of what's going on, and you accept that you will be given the information and know what to do in just the right moment. R is for reflect. This is also a great time to reflect on what matters most. Reflect on where you've been with your pet. Reflect on what they've meant. Reflections are kind of a pause in the middle of a storm, right? So if we're reflecting, drop into your heart space and ask your heart to show you what you need to see that's the most important at the moment. Ask your pet to come in and show you what you need to reflect on, what matters most. And the T is for touch. There's nothing more sacred than touching our pet's fur. It's probably what their bodies, the holding, the embracing, it's what we're going to miss the most. And it's just precious. Like right now, I've got my 2 girls on either side of me and I'm touching them. They're fast asleep, so they're being really good. It's sensing how they feel and the warmth, and you can feel the love through that touch. And when we touch them and hold them, that touch against us actually transmits energy. So you can be doing this whether you're holding them and noticing all the different senses, or they're sleeping and you're gently putting your hand on them. That touch transmits, and it's something that will stay with you forever. You will always remember that. So as you go through your life, you can use it now. You can use it while your pet is in the transition phase, and you can use it after they've passed, because it's always that acronym of hear, embrace, accept, reflect, and touch is always, each of those is going to bring you back to your center, your heart space, where all the love lives, and that connection is real, that can never be broken. I hope you've gotten something out of this today. I know I've enjoyed sharing this with you. It's such an important time when we can be with them, and really for any kind of transition in our life. And if you've gotten something out of this that helps you in your own personal life, helps you with your pet, or that you could share with a friend and neighbor who's going through this, then please subscribe to my channel. I'll be back next week to share more messages from the animals. I hope to see you there.